Welcome to Sassy Brunch Hour. And as you can see, we are very spirited.
Yes.
For this.
City spirit, if you will.
Yes, we are repping the STL Cardinals.
STL Cardinals.
Go Cards. But we are not only repping our city's sports teams, but we are also repping
St. Louis style brunch food, which honestly I did not even know this was a St. Louis thing. I thought this was just a normal bagel slicing alternative.
Right.
So for those of you who don't know, we sometimes, for certain bagels, we slice bread
bagel.
Sliced. Like this. And some people will slice all their bagels, but let me tell you what, there is a purpose for this. Like, take the Cinnamon Crunch bagel. If you slice it in half, you have so much sugar on top.
Yeah. Like, all the flavor is on top, and then all the bread is on the bottom. So it only makes sense to slice it.
Right.
So you get the crunch.
Exactly.
And the sweetness and the goodness on every bite.
Appropriately proportioned. Because the top half would basically be enough to diagnose you with diabetes. It's a lot of sugar. And flavor proportions are important. Would you have a glass of champagne next to a glass of orange juice and call it a mimosa?
I should hope not.
No. You need to make sure it is appropriately proportioned. And now Seth is going to show why the cream cheese proportions also matter in this bread slicing method. With our Asiago bagel, which has all the cheese on top.
You take your bagel and you put your cream cheese and you just kind of glide it on.
And the thing is, too, is you get more cream cheese per bite. St. Louis is a Midwestern city, and dairy is a staple in our diet.
A staple. And we want all of that dairy goodness in every bite. Yeah.
It's delicious, honestly. So here I have some plain cream cheese. Now, a lot of people eat the Cinnamon Crunch without any cream cheese. I like both ways, honestly. They're both good. But here's another thing that you'll notice, too. Seth and I are free to take bite-sized pieces of either bagel. I'm not fully committed to finishing this whole Cinnamon Crunch bagel, because that's a lot. It's a lot.
And with the bread sliced, you're able to pick and go back and forth. And not commit to one or the other.
Exactly. So, there are so many alternatives. And I would like to also point out that the original post that caused all this controversy specifically said it was a hit. I think that speaks for itself. Like, if Beyonce comes out with a new hit record, are you going to question that? Are you going to be appalled by that?
No.
You're going to listen to the record. Try the bagel.
It doesn't change the way the bagel tastes. The cutting technique has nothing to do with about the flavor. It's all about the convenience. And in St. Louis, we're f***ing lazy and we want little bite-sized things. No, I'm just kidding.
It's also very dippable, too. So, like, I'm in the car, going about my busy life. Say I have 3 screaming kids in the back. I'm about to drop them off at daycare. I have this down here. You just give it a little dip. Boom.
Boom. It's an on-the-go brunch item.
And brunch items are meant to be shared. Look at how well we're sharing right now. Like, do people go into the workplace and buy 50 bagels for 50 employees?
No.
That's just unnecessary.
That's so unnecessary.
Whenever you could order probably half the amount because you eat a whole bagel? Like, no, I want, like, about half a bagel and maybe, like, some fruit or something else, you know? I don't want the whole bagel. I want to be able to have little slices and share with friends.
But honestly, if Breadco does it, I trust it. And they do this.
Many of you non-St. Louisans will call it Panera. It was Breadco to us before Panera was a thing. So we're going to call it Breadco.
We're going to keep calling it Breadco.
You know, there are lots of different ways to enjoy bagels. And we shouldn't discriminate because it is a solid brunch food. And, like, just give it a try. Honestly, like I said, I thought people were doing this all over, especially...
I didn't know it was a St. Louis thing.
Right. Like, I thought this was just what people did. With,
I thought this was
like,
normal.
top flavor heavy bagels and, like, whenever you bring bagels to a workplace to share.
Like, this is what we do. This is who we are. Mm-hmm. That and thin crust pizza.
With Provel cheese.
Provel cheese.
So, yeah. You know, it's honestly like, it's the same bagels you've been eating. It's just more convenient. It's snack sized. It's not like, so you don't, because like, I don't know, whenever a bagel sliced normally, you feel like you have to eat the whole bagel. You know what I'm saying?
You feel committed to it.
Mm-hmm. And this, it's like a friends with benefits relationship. You know, you get what you need.
You take what you need, go, and then come back a couple weeks later.
Right. So don't knock it till you try it.
No matter how you slice it.
A bagel is a solid brunch option.
It is.
So cheers to that. And as always, they're best paired with mimosas.